Today we're going to talk about Google Slides. And you know the many different ways you can get here. So I've already brought up the screen here. I'm not going to click the plus sign yet though, because I want to look at the templates. Here's one for a lesson plan. Here's one for a book report. Here's one for a field trip. And you can click on the gallery over here and see many different kinds. If there's something there that looks like it might halfway fit your needs, you can double click it and start using it and simply delete the things that don't meet your needs. But today I'm just going to start by clicking the plus sign. Okay. Google Slides is an online presentation app that allows you to easily collaborate and share presentations that include text, photos, audio, and video slides. Similar to Microsoft's PowerPoint, Google Slides is hosted online and can be accessed on any machine with an internet connection. Let's go to slides.google.com or the Waffle if you're in another app. Before you click the plus sign, take a look at the templates, which we did, to see if any match your purpose. Consider the templates general. If you see one that fits your purpose, double-click and get started. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're just going to start one without a template. First thing we'll do is give it a name. So you click here, and I'm going to call this test. When I type in the name and press enter, I get two options here. One is the folder where I would like to share it. So I click on the folder. And if I don't see a folder that I want to put it in, I can create a new folder here by clicking plus. And I'm going to name this folder Test Examples. And then I'm going to move it to that folder. If I'm not going to be able to finish this today, I'm going to click the star, and the star will make it easier for me to find. But if you star it, you need to make sure you unstar it when you're finished, or all your projects are going to have stars and you won't be able to find it. The next thing you want to do is to decide what size you want this thing to be. Are you making a banner? Are you making a certificate? Do you want it to be an 8.5 by 11? If you don't want the default, and I'll show you what that is, go down to File and choose Page Setup. And the default is widescreen 6:9. But if you don't like that or that doesn't meet your needs, you can click on Custom and type in if you need it to be 8.5 by 11, since we all have that size paper handy. You simply change it and apply and see how it changes. If you were doing a banner and you had a printer that was wide format, you could make a banner as wide as your printer and as long as you want it to be. I'm going to go back to that though, and I'm going to put it back to not custom, but the widescreen. Next thing I'm going to do is choose a theme. If I choose a theme, I will choose a theme depending on whether or not it's going to be viewed strictly online or whether I might print it out. So this is one of my favorites here to use online because it's so much easier to read. By choosing the theme, it will already predetermine the size of the text in this box and in this box. Now that doesn't mean you can't go and change them anytime you want to, but it will keep you from every time you create a text box to have to go in there and change the font and all that. So it keeps it consistent. If you need to add a new slide, there are 3 different ways you can do it. If you just want another basic one, click the plus sign. If you want to choose a specific one, say you wanted 2 columns or something like that, you could click that. You can choose it there. A third way to add a slide is to click on Slide and get a new slide. It will be in the same style as if you click the plus button over here. So we're going to add a title. The title is going to be Great Pain. And we're going to come down here and we're going to go look for a picture. And we're going to go to Insert Image and search the web. Now, if you have a picture on your drive or in your photos or have one by URL or camera, you can use those. But the good thing about using Search the Web is it's going to give you safe search, and you're going to be able to use the images that you get, so you don't have to worry about copyright, violating copyright. So I'm going to look for a Great Dane, and this one looks good to me. So I just double clicked it, and of course it's not the right size. If I want it to remain symmetrical, I will drag diagonally. I actually don't need that text box that's underneath, so I'll just delete it. And I will move the picture up here. And I think the picture would be prettier with a border. So I'm going to go up here and look at a border. I'm going to say I want it to be 4 pixels. And let's see. I want it to be green. Okay, so now I have my border. I can move the picture around. I can highlight it. I can put it in an angle if I wanted to. Use the rotate button. I can make a shape. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make a shape. And let's see. And I just click and drag to get the size I want. Notice if you have a theme, it automatically fills it with that color. But all you have to do is click it and decide from the bucket that you'd really like it to be pink. Okay. Now, you might want to put a text box inside and type Pentagon. Might want it to be a little bigger. So you can highlight it and go up here and say, I want it to be 24. No, I want it to be that size. Okay. Now, these are 2 separate objects here. I think I'm going to change the border. So I'm going to go up here to the border. And I want this border to be brown. Okay. And I want it to be thicker. And I want it to be dotted. Okay. Now these, I have a text box inside the Pentagon, but if I move the text box, the Pentagon won't go with it. So I'm going to click on that, hold my finger on the Shift key, and click on the box, and go up here to Arrange. And on Arrange, I'm going to group these 2 together. So now it's a single image. And I can move it around and it all stays together. Okay, I can write text. I'm just going to write text. And I have a black background, so I'm going to have to change the text here to white so that I can see it. And then maybe I don't want it straight. Maybe I just want to make it like that. These are just some of the many things that you can do. We're going to add a new slide. And this time I want to add a video. I'm going to get rid of this box. I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to choose Video. I'm going to type in Great Dane. And see what kind of videos come up. And I want that one. Over here in the format options, you can tell it how long you want the video to play. And since I've previewed this one already, I've decided I want to play the first 13 seconds. So I started 0000 and go to 0013. So when I play the video,
the Great Dane is one of the most elegant and charismatic breeds. The breed standard accepted by the International Cynological Federation describes them as the Apollo of dogs. Find out more about this fascinating breed with Animal Wise.
I have shown you a few things you can do with slides, but if you need to know more, please contact TOSA at bay.k12.fl.us.